Back in March, good friend Keevin Erickson and myself planned the ultimate ice fishing tour. 8 days on 4 of Manitoba's best trout lakes. We had no idea what we were in for.
Look at them, size it up. Look at this.
Oh man. Oh! The first stop of our tour had us based out of Viking Lodge in the town of Cranberry Portage. The plan for the first leg of our trip was simple. Get on the board with some action on the Cranberry Lakes and then head across the road to try our shot at one of the giants that lurks in Lake Athapap. Well, Keevin, where are we?
We're in the Paw, Manitoba.
We made it.
We made it.
Keevin helped with a bit of the driving. So guys, I got some wicked food poisoning probably 3 days ago, and this trip actually already got delayed a day. I didn't know if we were gonna leave today. Luckily, Keevin was able to drive a lot of the way, but we're here. We're in the Paw, kind of the last major city in the area, in the region we're driving here. And a last stop for any groceries, for any fishing gear, and we're headed to Pete's Pro Tackle, which is the tackle shop in the Paw. I'm sure there's other places you can get tackle, but this is a very well-known location. Anyways, Pete's Pro is a pretty cool place. Pick up a couple last-minute things, and we're gonna head off. Oh, there's the big lake trout.
Oh yeah.
There's a couple. That's what we want, Keevin, one of those. Those look like a big clear water fish. What's that? That's not a lake trout. Someone's holding their cat. You're gonna be holding that.
Yeah, that's gonna be, if anybody, it's gonna be me.
They got good stuff here. 25-pound Seagar, great fluorocarbon. They have a very dialed lake trout selection. Keevin, see how many tubes you can fit in your mouth at once. All right,
hey,
thank you.
Have a good trip, guys.
Thank you. Wow, everyone recognizes you, Keevin. Pete's Pro Tackle. Actually, like a very impressive selection for their location. So we're good. Just need some groceries, and we're off to our first stop on the tour, Viking Lodge. Kevin?
Yes?
Give the viewers an update on what just happened.
I just enjoyed a nice 3-hour pit stop in the Paw, Manitoba while watching the Jets game and eating McDonald's while Jay laid in a hospital bed getting some tests done on him to see what's the matter with him. Turned out he had lake trout fever, and we're heading north.
Okay, as much as we are joking, I did just spend 3 hours in the hospital. Man, guys, 3 days ago, I just started feeling super sick, some sort of stomach bug. I thought it was some sort of food poisoning I got maybe, but yeah, I thought I'd beat it. We already delayed the trip by 1 day, and it hit me so hard when we were grocery shopping there in the Paw. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play it safe. We're gonna go in, and amazing doctor. I never got his name, but that was one of the best doctors I've ever dealt with. He said, you know what, it's probably a stomach bug. That's gonna work out in the next couple days. They took, you know, some blood tests and other stuff, and I'll hear back if it's anything else. But yeah, just so thankful for healthcare in Canada and the fact that I could just roll in and get help really quickly. Anyways, we are headed to Viking Lodge. Not getting there in daylight like we'd hoped for, but getting there on the same day. So yeah, life is good. I'm feeling better. You gotta keep it behind the wheel?
Yes.
Yay, 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 yay. We have absolutely taken over this cabin. Luckily it is big. This is our camera table. That's where I'm living. That's where Keevin's living. And this is our fishing gear room. Welcome to Viking Lodge, ladies and gentlemen. I am feeling so much better. I can't even describe how much better I feel. The bug is out of my system. I'm feeling healthy. And yeah, we got everything pretty much packed up. So we are headed into second Cranberry Lake. There's 3 Cranberry Lakes, and we're gonna drive across first, onto second, and hopefully dangle with some trout. It is so bright outside, guys. I was planning to do this epic cinematic sequence of us driving through the channel between first and second Cranberry, But it's cold. No drone. We're getting right into this. Matt and Paul, the owners. If you remember from the walleye tour, we stopped here. They're very avid anglers, which is so helpful when you're coming to a fishing lodge because they can help you out. They can point you in the right direction. And while I have a bunch of spots auto-charted, I actually brought my unit from my boat, threw it on the front of my snowmobile. So it's pretty cool because since there isn't any mapping out there of this lake, I was able to map in the fall when I was walleye fishing, and now when I come back laker fishing, it is some deadly info to have. But that being said, the first spot we're gonna try is a spot that Matt was fishing last week and had some good luck. He said it was like a 50-foot mud flat. We're gonna get set up, but we got maybe 10 days, maybe 6 days of trout fishing. I don't even know how many days, but this is kicking off the trout tour. We're looking for some action today. Ready? Let's go. Sorry. Is that on film?
I hope not.
That's on film.
I hope not.
Keevin right now is drilling 2 holes on either side for tip-ups. We're gonna lay some Cisco's on the bottom, and then we're gonna jig inside of the shack. 2 big dead baits laying on the bottom, which I like. I prefer to catch a jig in though.
Blake.
Hey, relax. We got chili cooking. Okay, it's go time.
It's go time.
Nice. There's so much snow. Let's do this. Oh, she's pulling line, buddy. Check your drag right now. Like, feed a little extra line and check your drag. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay. So reel up slowly, or a medium speed until it's tight, and then set the hook. Don't just guess. You're on.
Yeah.
First trout of the tour. That didn't take too long.
No.
Do you think it's a laker or burbot?
I feel burbot, man.
Yeah, maybe a burbot. Come on, what do we got? Is it doing a little fighting?
No.
Okay, 1 second. Now I'm gonna pull that clip off.
Yeah.
Ooh, it's got a little bit of weight.
Yeah.
If you need a handball, just, oh, nice laker, there we go. All right, just let's hold them in the water because it's cold. We'll pop that hook right away. Nice.
Nice fish. Put up a good fight at the end. That was a lot of fun. Sweet.
All right, first trout of the trip.
Pull him back down.
That didn't take long. We're in the right area.
He's ready to go. Perfect.
Boom.
Not out of the water long. It's cold out here. Up
Guys,
and down.
when it's cold, even when it's not cold, the fish should not be out of the water for more than 30 seconds. And when it is cold, that was, I mean, we could do a timer to check, but that was probably like 6 seconds out of the water. You can unhook the fish in the water, bring the tools with you. Anyways, we're gonna talk about that a little more. We're gonna give you guys some more tips and tricks to help, you know, deal with fish. But we're gonna head back to the shack and we're gonna get this baited up again. That was soaking for probably maybe an hour and we got our first flag, so good sign. And the day's young.
There he is. He's coming low. Look at.
Oh,
there's 2 of them.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Look at that.
Oh,
Look at
he's
that.
gonna eat the minnow.
He just picked
I gotta
one
close
up.
this. This is gonna be the greatest. Oh. Oh.
That's wild.
That footage makes the day. I need to turn the camera just a little bit. We're gonna catch one of those trout yet. What? Oh. Oh.
He come hot. Like, he come real hot. You're gonna catch this fish, but
No, if you catch him. Oh wow. Yeah, just hold it still. Hold it still. Oh my goodness.
that is
Keevin,
wild. Look,
what?
he just smoked the camera. we're trying to watch a trout eat, and another trout, I swear, almost ate the camera.
There's so many fish.
It's almost scary. It's like it's coming at you. It's like 3D when that thing comes right at the camera.
They're gonna get hooked.
Oh, they're everywhere. There's like a little school of them here.
A pod. Oh, watch this. Oh.
I wonder if my best course of action would be just laying a dead bait.
Yeah, or smaller tube.
Yeah.
This is incredible, guys.
There's another one in the back. Look at that.
Yeah. I'm just gonna bump it on the bottom a little bit. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, I'm gonna slam this fish. He's coming in.
Another one. It's just a.
Okay, I'm not moving it at all.
Just a carousel. Ooh. That's so cool. Ooh. He showed a little interest in that. Oh.
Oh. Oh. Oh, he liked what I was doing, I guess.
Oh, there you go.
Come on. I'm not gonna move it at all. Oh man.
Look at him size it up. Look at this.
Oh man. Oh!
He missed it. He's gonna come back.
Oh! That looks big.
He's gonna come back.
That looks big.
He's gonna come back. Because I think he went to eat it in
Oh! Yeah, look at this, look at this, look at this. Here we go. Here we go. Oh!
this. What the heck?
Here, he's coming back. He's coming back. Just twitching it. Oh my goodness.
Do you think he doesn't like that?
That one doesn't look tiny.
No.
No.
Or do you think
This one wants to eat. He just keeps circling it.
Yeah. Whoa. Is this just gonna happen that one of the times they're just gonna commit? Like,
Yeah, another one. Yes!
yes!
Yes! Finally, we're rolling. Oh, we worked and we worked and we worked and we are hooked up on a lake trout. This is by far the coolest aquaview footage I've ever captured. These lakers have been just milling about and finally they committed. Second fish of the day. Fish are definitely moving in. The amount of fish we saw here was incredible on the underwater camera. May have had a chance or two, but this was our first like solid, came in and ate it. I haven't seen this fish yet. It is fighting hard. Manitoba, baby. Nice trout. Come on, baby. She's there. She got in Keevin's line. She's coming up. Awesome. And there we go. Average size here is so good. That's probably like a 30-inch fish, 32-inch fish. Quite the fight. Guys, if I can see them eat like that on the aquaview, I will do that all day long. Average size here is great. Probably about another 30-incher. Going back down right a ways. She goes. Finally, I was worried there that we weren't going to be able to get one bite, and it was just keeping the bait still, and eventually one came by. I'm going to show you guys what I was using. This is what I caught it on. This is called the Meigs jig, 3/4 ounce. Pretty cool bait, and what I thought this would be good for is pounding the mud, because it just keeps hopping and hopping. It looks like something dying on the bottom. This, I took a little piece of sucker belly and I split it kind of 3 ways like that. And basically how it sat, you can kind of see on the underwater camera, it actually didn't sit flat with how this bait works. It kind of sat like that, and it kind of just kept the meat off the bottom, kind of just shaking around like that. So it's my first time using it, first lake trout on it. Did great. Yeah, we still got like 4 hours yet today. I don't know what to say. That underwater footage is just everything, everything. Some days the lakers will chase up and down the water column. Some days you got to finesse them, and until you have the aquaview to see that, I don't think you understand how finicky these big fish can be. So their mood could change at sunset if the weather changes, and they could all be snapping 20 feet off the bottom. But right now, we're having to play a little bit of a finesse game near the bottom, and 2 fish on the board.
Flag.
Do we have a flag? We got a flag. We got a flag. We got a flag. Okay, what do we need to do? Do we need to really think up? You just need to calm down, Keevin. Keevin, it's your turn, bud. Run, my boy, run! Ooh, it's going. Did it take all your line? Oh, is all your line gone? All your line is gone. All your line is gone, Keevin. Just start reeling. Oh, there's no line on this spool. Keep reeling, reel. Don't set the hook yet. Reel, 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 reel.
The rod was almost going to go down the hole. That thing must have took off, because I just looked at this not that long ago. Spooled me completely out. A little out of breath. That's a long run. It's almost 25 yards. Okay.
Oh, there she is.
Nice.
A little fatty.
Nice trout.
Show me what we got.
Nice chunky one. This one, a little bit more chunky than the last one.
They're all 30 inchers.
Yeah.
Every one. You don't get small ones.
No, this is put up a really good fight at the end. I love it.
He was fast. He spooled all your line. All right, let's get it right back. So when you're releasing these fish, don't just slide him back. Kind of slide him in, hold his tail once he's right at the edge, and let him kick. There. Just like that. Boom! Awesome. Number 3. That's the cool thing about the Cranberry Lakes. I would say more of a numbers fishery, and you're getting a really good average size. Probably like 28 to 30 inches. Tomorrow, just across the other side of the road, we're still staying at Viking, but we're gonna drive, there's a groom trail that goes around, we're gonna be on Athapap, the big lake, and that's where some giants live. But we want to start things off with this. This is one of, you know, one of the top trout destinations without a doubt. Maybe doesn't have that chance of a 46, 47 inch like Athapap does, but for a day like this, and for a lot of action, it's a lot of fun. So we're gonna get a bait pack down, and we're gonna go back to the shack. We got it each, we got 2 flags, like, there's fish down there.
Right now?
Yeah, 100%.
What?
Oh, do you have it?
Dude, I got a fish.
You got one on. 100%.
100%.
Keevin, are you having fun?
Yeah, this is fun. This is what you call a double header.
By yourself?
By myself.
Bud, you're the hot hand today.
We just come back. We just landed that fish on the iFish Pro. Come back here and I look on the screen and there's a trout.
Oh, nice.
Oh, he come up nice. It's not always that easy to get a trout off the hole, but
wow, he ate that jig good.
yeah, he.
Here, let's grab those pliers. Got the hook out, give me a look, Keevin.
Another nice chunky fish. Only seconds apart from the flag outside. Landed that fish, come in here, land another fish. It's just crazy action right now. On. Yeah, it's turning on. Maybe a bit of an evening bite. I think it's after 5 now, so.
Alrighty, another one going back.
Oh yeah, she's ready to go.
Can take any time.
Awesome. Crazy.
Yeah,
back to back.
We got a flag! We got a flag! Keevin's had the hot flag for most of today. Now it's my turn. Alright, I'm just gonna reel. Start reeling until it gets tight, and then set the hook if there's a fish on there. Right now I would say there's not a fish on here.
How sure are you that there's
Probably
a fish?
Not. Oh, there is a fish! Yes! Cut. All right, guys. Well, we're calling it. It is prime time. We could definitely stay out for another hour or 2, but this is the first day of a long trip and didn't want to burn ourselves out. We got a bunch of nice fish. I'm still feeling a little sick. A lot of excuses, but we're gonna get back. Day 1 complete. While Viking Lodge is on the shores of the Cranberry Lakes, we were pleasantly surprised to find a groomed snowmobile trail that left right from our doorstep and brought us onto massive Lake Athapap. We decided to set up on a main lake reef topping out of 40 feet, surrounded by 100+ feet of water all around us. This is where we began chumming and focusing our efforts for the next 2 days. Which one's, is it actually up?
The one you just said.
It's actually up.
I'm not joking.
Okay, we're not even set up yet, guys, but a flag went up. I'm assuming it's not legit, but I was about to do this intro that we finished setting up. Keevin, I think it's a fish. The line's pretty tight. I haven't seen it swim, but we just set this, guys. We were out here. It took us a long time. We just picked a new spot. Never been here before.
Reel into him? Or
reel, just reel till he's tight. Yes! We have some massive baits we're gonna lay on the bottom yet, but for now we were trying some smaller baits. And Keevin's hooked up.
Oh, it's a big burbot.
Big burbot. Big burbot.
Huge burbot.
Show me, Keevin. He ate that full Cisco.
Huge burbot.
Put him a little higher.
Oh, look at the size of that guy.
That's good.
Ooh, they're so hard to hold.
Dirty bird.
Dirty bird. Oh, we'll get
all
him
right,
in the
we're
water.
gonna get that hook out. There's fish around. That is a good sign.
He's gone.
And we're on the board.
Woo!
There we go.
That was easy.
Athapap,
We're not even
#1.
set up in the tent yet.
Yeah.
Cool.
All right, so this is the rigging we got right here. So this is the bobber stop right here. This is just like what you'd use for a slip float. And then this is the little piece of plastic that comes with the iFish Pro. This is what latches into the flag mechanism. So right here, this is 50-pound braid. This is our main line, nice and heavy. Then we have a uni to uni knot connecting it to 25-pound fluorocarbon. I think this is Seagar. And then to the business end, it's a pretty long leader. This is probably like 10 or 15 feet. This is like some of the clearest water in Manitoba, so I like a really long leader. And this is a homemade quick strike rig. These are triple grips, really nice treble. So I just uni knot to one, and then I tied it onto the shank right there. probably like a 4-inch lead. Just tie it off the edge of it. It's not gonna slide off. That's super strong. You could tie it to the eyelet as well. I like tying it to the edge of the treble and then the same treble hook on the back. So one in the nose, or you could put it behind the head, depending on how you want it. And then one in the tail. And then whenever you hook your bait up, I'm always, oh, I did that backwards. Cut! So I'm gonna put my first hook right around the nose somewhere. Doesn't have to be like this. Second hook by the tail. And then always when that hook comes through, always check that there's no scales on it. So now I'm gonna drop it in the hole and get a tight shot of this, Keevin. Once I drop it and see how it's floating, but I popped holes in the side. Now I'm gonna grab the bait, try not to grab any hooks. I'm gonna squeeze, and you're gonna see some bubbles come out. It wasn't great, but there, see those bubbles? And now, I'm gonna push it down with a little momentum. It's gonna start sinking. Now she sinks like a rock. I'm gonna adjust that bobber stop. So I'm gonna let this slide until I hit bottom. And there you go. Cranberry's a lot of fun, but now we're spending the next 2 days here, finishing off this leg of the tour. I think Athapap is one of the best drive-to trout lakes probably in the world. And there's a chance at a 45, 46-inch trout in here, bigger. 47s have probably been caught out of here, so who knows. 1 flag set, 2 flags set up again. We got Keevin. We're heading back in the shack. I'm gonna show you our setup in here. It's a little messy in here. Show you what we got going on. We got camera gear over here. We've got Keevin Erickson, a little chum pile beside him there. Heater, camera, a whole mess of electronics right there. And yeah, we're sitting back in our nice large chairs and watching the camera. Waiting for that trout to come in.
1 eternity later.
Guys, it's been pretty slow. It's 5 o'clock now. We've chummed a lot. Haven't been moving around. We've been watching the camera, jigging a bit, but we're keeping our fingers crossed. No matter what, even if we don't see much today, we're gonna come back exactly to these holes tomorrow because we dropped a lot of chum down. So often you'll chum a spot, you'll leave. If you move to a new spot, all those fish are gonna come in that all that chum brought in. It might not be right away, so tomorrow morning we're gonna come back here. We're not writing off today. It's still prime time. Today we're staying right till dark. Keevin, we got a flag. Grab, you got the tools? I'm gonna run over to you and make sure things are good.
Yeah, I'm gonna...
We have been waiting for this moment all day and we just pulled the underwater camera out. The line's going. Okay, this is my time. This could be it. Are we rolling? We waited all day for potentially this one bite. I'm just gonna start reeling till it's tight. Oh, I'm nervous. We're on. We are hooked up. And I think we got a big dirty burb. This bait sat all day for a big laker. We thought we saw a big laker on the camera. I think we did. The lake trout activity picked up. And we just got a flag. We are gonna be back here tomorrow, regardless of what this fish is, because we're looking for a big laker. But they don't come easy here, guys. You see the pictures online. Yes, there are a lot of big lake trout here, but you gotta work for them. Nice. I'm in the hole right now. That is a pig. All right, I'm gonna flip this open. Just gotta be careful of that second treble. He's not hooked deep at all, so this ain't bad. There's the bait that he just chewed up. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a quick look at this burbot. Well, we were thinking big trout. That is a big bellied burbot. There's a lot of these, and monsters in Athapap. That's a nice bycatch right there. It's gonna go right back. And there she goes. It just ramps up. The low light periods, all those burbot come from, you know, 100 feet, 80 feet, so they're up into 60 feet, 40 feet. And there's a ton around here. We're probably not gonna stay out too late, but we're gonna catch a couple. We want a laker, but they're tough. So we'll keep doing it.
What happened?
I had my rod out of the holder. All right, guys, I think we got another burbot, unfortunately. Not what we're going for. Another burbot. He chowed that bait. Alrighty, here we go. Burbot number, I don't know, number 3. Look what they can do. That is incredible. All right, this one is going right back to the depths. As soon as he gets his head turned, he's gone down to the bottom. All right, guys, that's it for day 1 on Athapap. We got one more day tomorrow. We got some nice burbot. We saw a big laker on the camera. I'm convinced that's a big laker. Saw some other ones around. Keevin had a small one on. We're headed back to Viking. We're around trout. We're around big ones. That's all we can ask for. We're gonna throw down some more chum. Tomorrow morning, I think it's gonna be a morning bite, and hopefully we get it done. Fingers crossed. Got the otter set up. We're getting lines going, we're getting the camera going. First things first, you always gotta get your deadline set. We're out in the middle of nowhere. Thanks to GPS, we were able to get back on the spot. Sorry about the wind noise. All right, Keevin, I'm going outside. I'm not back in 10 minutes.
Just keep fishing.
Just keep fishing. Oh boy, I'm nervous. This is gonna be bad. Audio getting bad in 3, 2, 1. Our tip ups are somewhere over here. This ain't good. There's the auger. Oh! Okay, there's the rod. Oh my goodness! Things aren't good. Things are not good. We can't do this. Holy smokes. That was insane. The other one I gotta go check yet, but it's too cold. Need to warm up. Keevin, can you give the viewers a little update?
There is a hurricane outside currently. We are nestled in here nice and warm on the last, hopefully, couple hours of propane. All the flags, or all the tip-ups are getting blown in. Rods are disappearing. So we're gonna have to just pull those and fish out of this shack until we run out of heat. And then it'll be a mad dash to pack up because it is cold with that wind out there. It's not freezing cold outside, but that wind is insane.
6 months later.
This is the screen we've been staring at for the last 2 days. We have seen big trout. I am fairly confident we've seen big trout. The potential is incredible. You could catch a 50-pound lake trout in this lake. It is one of the best drive-to lake trout lakes in Canada, in North America. It's not the easiest lake to fish. I'm not gonna pretend it is. You'll see Clayton Schick slamming monsters whenever he comes here, but he puts in a lot of time and he's a heck of an angler. Across the road, we got the Cranberry Lakes. A little easier to fish, a lot of fish in there, still a chance of a big fish. Other side of the lake, you got chance of a 50-pound lake trout here. Viking Lodge right in the middle, awesome accommodations. Thank you guys for hosting us. We will certainly be back, but now we are headed to the next part of our tour. We're headed north. We got our butts kicked the last couple days. We're not giving up. Here we go.
Let's get them.